Welcome to Steelers Latest, your daily spot for all news and information related to your Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm your host, Cole Denis, and please like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content to stay up to date with everything Steelers. But let's get rolling as Steelers fans are at it again. It's only week one, and New York already has to worry about playing an away game at their home stadium because Vivid Seats is projecting that 48% of the fans will be representing the black and gold this Sunday at MetLife. Another takeover. We saw it all last year. It's no surprise that the fans are at it again to start the season. You saw it last year in Atlanta to start the year. On the West Coast, we usually take over games. In the South, we usually take over games. And now in the North, we're starting to take over games in New York with the Jets not really being good over the past couple of years. But, the Steelers fans, it never gets old having the best fan base in the league and the most well-traveled fan base in the league because we turn away games into neutral site games just like that. That's what we do as fans. And we will always be there to support our guys to equal out the playing field. And that's what we love about this fan base. That's what the players love about our fan base. I'm, I'm, I mean, based on the Jets, though, kind of embarrassing stuff. Week one, letting your opponent basically fill your stadium would never happen in the bird, but New York is different, I guess. New York is different. Let's move on though, as Coach Tomlin gave some positive injury updates in his press conference Tuesday, heading before week one. I would let's get into that though. Right now, there's a lot of questionable players if you look at the depth charts on ESPN and anywhere else. But Tomlin said heading into the game, everyone should be expected to play with a Q next to their name, except for Derek Harmon and possibly Nick Herbig. He is actually the only one going into week one. Really questionable to play a game. Derek Harmon is out. We know his injury, ACL, MCL sprain. He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks no matter what. So Nick Herbig is the only one that could possibly miss this game. He said Calvin Alston could play. Everyone else with a Q next to them should be playing. But what does Derek Harmon and Nick Herbig miss in the game mean? Y.A. Black and Jack Sawyer should have a great opportunity here as two rookie players to get early playing time in the regular season. Coach Tomlin mentioned rotation of players at the front four. That's no surprise. He said we've done that the previous couple of years to start the season just because of conditioning reasons. So these young players are gonna get the opportunity to ball out early, and if they can they're gonna get extra reps because of the guys that are the backups are down. So now they're the backups. They're gonna get the reps now. I really hope these rookies can stand out early so they can earn that key role to this team as soon as possible. I think both these guys can be key contributors in their career here in Pittsburgh. Y.A. Black, I think, is going to be phenomenal in the run game. Jack Sawyer, another guy on the edge that I think can develop into not a star pass rusher, but a solid pass rusher for us next to TJ Watt or anyone else on the other side. Let's move on to Robert Woods. As Robert Woods did not want to be a part of the practice squad anymore. His practice squad stint only lasted a couple days because he told the team he is not interested in being part of a roster if he's not on the 53-man roster. So the Steelers and him mutually parted ways yesterday. This isn't what I would consider a major loss, kind of predictable. A veteran, proven player in this league always has a hard time taking a back seat later in his career, especially taken that far of a back seat. He's in the trunk when you're on the practice squad, but he wants an opportunity to end his career playing. So the Steelers, we respected him enough to grant him his wish, and we released him. He's gonna probably find his role on the Titans or one of the worst teams in the league, Jaguars, just as a backup receiver on their roster. But what are we missing out from losing him? The only thing I can think of really is possibly just wisdom and knowledge that he could pass down to the younger guys in the receiver room. But having Rodgers running the offense and him being well versed in what everyone's supposed to do on the offensive side of the ball, I think Rodgers can really fill in that role without any help from Robert Woods. So I'm not too worried about this loss. Let's finish today's show with a response to a comment yesterday. On yesterday's video, we talked about Jalen Warren's new contract and how I thought he ran harder than Najee Harris his whole career. Devious 7114 in the comments said Warren ran harder than Harris. Question mark, question mark. He absolutely did. I don't know what we were watching, what you were watching. To me, Najee never really popped off the screen consistently whenever he carried the ball. I know he had more 20-plus yard runs last year than Warren, but it just never felt explosive to me. Like it never felt like he had any burst. It never felt like he wanted to go to contact. He always ran side to side. Where, in my opinion, Jalen Warren, when he sees a hole, the explosion's there. He never feared going straight to contact. As I said, Harris was dancing around a lot, and it made me so mad the past couple of years. The only real worry I have with Jalen Warren is the possible fumble issue because he has fumbled a couple times in his career with limited snaps in seasons, with second string snaps in seasons. But at the starter, that's where you get a little more worried because two fumbles on 120 carries could turn into five fumbles on 240 carries. So that is just my one worry with Jalen Warren. Hopefully, he has that under control this year. But that has been it from Steelers Latest. I've been your host, Cole Denis, and I will see you tomorrow.